Hey guys, what is up? So today, as you all know, there was a leak for the new Dragon Ball game that's coming out in the next year, basically. And obviously, they're gonna show stuff at E3, so there's not really a lot to go off of. But I just want to kind of give my personal thoughts and not just talk about like what we know so far about it. Now, while we've had Xenoverse 1 and 2 in the past years, those by far, I think, they sold a lot. Let's just be honest. They got their money's worth for those games. But the content overall was just, it wasn't there. Xenoverse 1 I feel was better because it didn't have as many of the stuff it had in Xenoverse 2 that kind of had flaws. Xenoverse 1 did have a long startup time to get better, but it included stuff that it made it a little better in my opinion. And the story generally for that game obviously was really cool. Xenoverse 2 story, which is kind of because it's the same thing as last game. But yeah, so what I really want to talk about though, dealing with this game, is the fighting. From what we know, it's gonna be 2.5, 2.5D game, and from the screenshots that I've gotten and seen, it looks pretty interesting because it's based off of like the actual kind of design of the anime, and I honestly want to see how this is going to be put through because it says that it's going to be really flashy. And when you think about flashy, that kind of made me think about how the Naruto games were, like where there was an ultimate attack that was really flashy. And it'd be interesting to see that because you haven't had something so flashy like that in a while. Like Xenoverse games don't count as flashy because while you can do combos and then you can end it with a nice flashy ultimate or some shit like that, it's not ideal. A game like Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 1, 2, and 3, where you have key clashes and you have the little sky battles where you clash, you go in the sky and you can press multiple buttons in order to win that clash, or you just have a regular clash and shit like that. That's what I have been wanting to see. And something like Radiant Blast 2, where you can do a whole bunch of bounce attacks and little animation cutscenes and stuff like that. That's what I really have been wanting to see. And from what I'm seeing, just looking at this screenshot, like the one with the Goku, Boo, Cell, and Frieza and Vegeta, I'm honestly curious to see what type of like mechanics this game is gonna have, because it's gonna have, I think it's gonna have a 3D kind of rotation to it a little bit, but not so much. Like it's not gonna be like Injustice 2 where it's just two people fighting, one's on the left and one's on the right and bouncing on walls and stuff like that. I don't think it's gonna be exactly like that. I think it might have like a Tekken aspect to it where you can kind of turn, but not so much, because the way it looks right now from the Frieza and Goku fight, it looks like that might just be a clash of sorts. But this game does remind me a lot of the Budokai Tenkaichi series because it is a 3-on-3 how it shows, and I believe you could have, I think it was more than 3 you could have in there, but still, it just reminds me of that aspect of being able to have teammates. But they also mentioned if you can strategically make a 3-man team based on compatibility of the characters. So that's telling me basically that maybe that they're gonna have something incorporated where the freaking fighters have something shared together, so it makes them stronger, key wise or strength wise, who knows, or they get a boost of sorts. Let me see if I can zoom in on the picture. I can't zoom in exactly, it's not HD. Let me see if I can find another one. I'm looking on my phone real quick, but yeah, so from what I see on here, it looks like Goku, maybe Trunks, and yeah, Vegeta. Maybe they share a Saiyan link and they all do something to power up and get a little bit more strength. And based on what I'm seeing for the health and stuff, that seems like a general pretty good game, because these types of games, if it's gonna be flashy, it's gonna go quick. And then because it's 3 rounds, you have 3 different characters you gotta take out. You wouldn't want to have to deal with 2 bars of health or something like that. Kind of like Tekken, where you have 1 single bar of health, and you gotta be strategic about how you play and stuff like that, which is really interesting. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm thinking about this game. And when E3 does come and they do show gameplay for it, I'm gonna be really hyped to see, because with the new Dragon Ball Super Arc coming and stuff, we already know that there's a possibility stuff like that's gonna get added to the game. Like we already know Goku Black and the Universe 6 versus 7 stuff is gonna get added, which I'm actually really excited to see how they do the Goku Black and the Goku Black arc stuff, because if they're doing the type of animations that they're doing now, imagine that with Goku Black, Rose, Merge Zamasu, like sure we're still gonna have Xenoverse. Keep that in mind for the next I don't know how many months. But I'm honestly just really hyped to see how they do this. And keeping in mind that this game is coming out early 2018, this means that they're gonna have to do something to support Xenoverse for the next few months, though. They're going to have to. Maybe they'll announce something there at E3 that beyond DLC Pack 4 they're going to add stuff, or that they're going to try to fix the game as best as possible, because we know that with Xenoverse 1, I think it was the last DLC pack, the last update or whatever, that's where the game kind of like just phenomenally like got okay to where you could play without really a lot of problems. It's for Xenoverse 1 obviously, but Xenoverse 2 is just at a point where it's like it's just not there. I personally, if you notice, I don't play the game as much. I haven't uploaded a video of Xenoverse in a while. Like I just don't feel motivated to play the game like that, because it's too annoying to play people who just play cheap, and then at the same time people who use lag to their advantage, and at the same time the lag just got 30 times Kaioken worse, or 100 times 100 Kaioken fucking worse. But yeah, that's pretty much all, and I'll have a channel update soon.